Hi kids, it's Mr. Ivakovich here. We're here with U-turn letters for handwriting today. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'll just zoom in and then we'll see how this all works. All right, you see I got my name on the top of the paper. It says put your pencil on the dot and write each letter as the instructions are read. The dot is right here and right here. So make a U-turn, go down, go back down, make a U-turn. Whoops. I gotta get myself organized here. All it says is make a U-turn and go back down to the writing line. Okay, so all you're gonna do is make a U-turn, go back down to the writing line, and then you're gonna add that little tail on the end, and that's just your connecting piece. Okay. Same thing with lowercase u's. Make a U-turn, go back down to the writing line, and there you go. Off you go. You'll be all set. All of the U-turn letters are formed the same for upper and lowercase. We will practice them together. Okay, so here's all your uppercase U's, here's all your lowercase U's. I will pause mine and get those written in, and then we'll move on. So there I have all my U's written in. I'm going to be super honest with you for whatever reason. I'm not a real big fan of the letter U in cursive. I think because I can't seem to make my lines the way I want to, and I just feel like it looks funny. But just like anything else we do, you just got to get through it and keep moving on. So if you're struggling with it or you don't necessarily like the way it's formed, try not to rush through it. Just do your best and keep on moving through. So when we do the upper and lowercase connected, I'll show you how to do that. You just make the uppercase one, bring it back down to the writing line, and then come up and make the lowercase one. So it's just the W, and for whatever reason I think I like this one a little bit more. I don't know why I'm being so critical of it. It's just a letter, but for whatever reason it's kind of getting to me today, so I'm just sharing that with you. All right, I'll pause it. I'll get all my upper and lowercase U's written in, and then we'll get these Utah as this word, us, and then usual, we'll get those written in, and then we'll pause, and then we'll do the sentence here last. So I hope you guys are having a great morning. Sorry for my candor, I guess, so to speak, but I don't know. It's just one of those mornings. So I hope you're having a good day. And I guess I figured I should write these words out with you just so you can kind of see what I do. I think you're probably getting pretty good at this by now, but start with your U, loop up into your T, and I always come back to cross my letters at the very end. I don't know if you do the same or what you do, but I think everyone might do it a little differently. But then I'll go back and cross my T there at the end. Us is just U and then the S. You got the little loop up there, and then you got usual here at the end. U-S, U, A. Okay, so that's how that looks. The last sentence here says, Ursula just got up there. Ursula just got up there. So remember, you're trying to keep the letters and the words about the same spot. Sometimes they're going to be bigger. Try not to make them too much smaller because then it gets more difficult to read. But your sentence should end somewhere in here. If it's over here, that's fine. But what we want to try and avoid is writing so big that we have to like go underneath, or sometimes kids will go down the side like a waterfall. We just want to keep it on the writing line. So I'll go ahead and write that sentence in there, and then we'll be all done. And I'll just leave it running so you can see it, see how fast I go, and that I don't, where I lift my pencil up, that kind of thing. Ursula just. And the other thing to note here is when you start to get into sentences, when you're doing cursive, you should try to like remember the letters of the word, because some of you are still practicing your spelling and stuff. So if I have the word got, I mean, that's pretty simple. It's only 3 letters. But if for whatever reason I forget because I'm concentrating so much on the letters that I'm making, sometimes it's hard to look up while you're writing. So then you got to kind of stop and put your pencil down or whatever else. And that can be frustrating sometimes. So like there, THERE. So I would just try and make a mental note, THERE, so that when I'm writing it, I don't have to stop and look up to see how that word is spelled. And I just added that little note in there because when I wrote out Ursula, I found myself having to kind of look back and forth and back and forth. And sometimes that can be distracting. So anyways, Ursula just got up there. That's my sentence, and now I'm done. So you guys can go ahead and move on to whatever is next. Probably should be vocabulary city or vocabulary A to Z, I guess we call it now. And I do have new words on there. So go ahead and get that started. About 15 minutes of practice and games, and then you can move on to math if you're ready to. So have a great morning, kids. I will see you at 9, and I will see you at 10, and I will see you later. Bye.